Hello, everyone! We are all very excited for this, our premiere episode of Dire Crit. I'm Corvimae. I'm one of the players.
Sup, I'm Sparkle. You may know me from the channel SparkleLanturn and or Schnozlord. Continue.
I'm the guy that went.
Oh, I didn't hear that. That's why I got confused.
No. You might like my character a lot. Might be a fan favorite.
You can't declare yourself the fan favorite before the campaign starts.
It seems pretty on brand, though.
You're not even in character yet. Chill out. My name's Etchy, by the way. I'm twitch.tv/Etchy.
And I'm Evilfork. I'm the GM, and you probably don't know me from any of my stream unless you watched me stream one of the 10 times.
But now
I
you
did it on
do.
Evilfork.
Now you do.
Yeah, here.
You know, I didn't think this through because I had all those cool name cards that we're gonna slide on, right?
And you did.
But we're not in the tabletop view, so I can't show them. And I realized this literally right after we went live, so I'll have to think about that for next time. It's fine. We normally would have one Swiftalu with us, but she is sick, so we hope that she gets better and is able to join us next week. And I think without further ado, we could stop doing this awkward intro and actually play a game.
But yeah, all right. So let's go ahead and get started. As all of my players should recall, you all have been signed up, or you have signed up yourselves in various respects as part of a new expedition to head off to a mysterious new region that had kept its borders closed for hundreds of years. But for the first time, they're allowing visitors. You all are set to sign up for the Institute for Intercultural Pokemon Study. It is set up at the border between Johto and Kanto. You've all been flown in, or you've walked in, depending on how close by you are, you know. But yeah, you quickly find yourself at this. It's not quite a lavish building, but it's large and it's clearly very high tech and looks well maintained. You know, it's shiny and chrome with, fancy glass doorways, clearly recently constructed. Lots of gadgets and doodads look all around. And most of the area is not publicly accessible, so you all have at various points of times found yourselves coming in here, and you've all been directed to a small meeting room. You all have met briefly before, but unless you're familiar with each other personally, this is probably the first time you all have had a long time together. You've all been recently told that the professor would be out to see you shortly. But right now, you're just in a fairly sterile white waiting room. You've all been instructed to fast yourselves for the past 24 hours, just to make sure your blood work can all go through correctly, stuff like that. So,
24 hours?
Yeah, they're very serious about it.
Oh my god.
It's not been a particularly comfortable time. You're all dressed in these sort of, scratchy things. They're not what you'll have to wear long term, but for now, it's required. Before we have the professor come find you all, does anyone want to chat with your fellow individuals sitting in this room?
This is what it feels like to be poor.
I don't really know if I understand what you mean by that. It seems like a real fancy building.
I hope they treat us better than this.
I don't know, dude. There's no water cups around. I'm kind of bummed out by that.
Oh,
I'm starving.
Yeah. In previous times, when I was supposed to be fasting for stuff like that, it was always like 12 hours. 24 hours is a real long time to be fasting.
never been more than 12 hours without food. Oh. Maybe Meowsy has picked up something. Or Meowsy, Biscuit.
Do you want to roll to see if Biscuit had found anything?
Yeah.
Go ahead and roll us a d20 on
9?
Sounds good. All right. So you have your you actually notice Biscuit has in fact found itself a small berry. It's definitely not supposed to have that here. It's definitely breaking your quarantine procedures, but Biscuit has a small berry.
I'm gonna huddle over into a corner and just kind of have it for myself.
What?
Go ahead. To see if anyone noticed you, go ahead and roll a quick stealth roll. Anyone who wants to notice can just to get us in the swing of things. Go ahead and roll an opposed perception check.
Where's the
Oh god.
You all blatantly see Quinn just sitting in the corner, grabbing a piece of food from his meow
You know,
and nibbling on it.
if you eat before the 24 hours are up, then they're gonna make you do your blood work again after you wait a whole nother day. And like, I don't want to impose, but if that's a choice that you want to make, then that's all you. But I wouldn't really recommend it.
what is this for again?
Well, I guess it's just a normal thing that you do before you go camping.
Yeah, I'm really surprised we have to fast this intensely just to go on a Pokemon adventure.
I'll be honest, this is going to be my first Pokemon adventure, so I don't really have a lot of experience with this. I just assumed this was normal.
Don't worry, newbie. I'll show you the ropes.
At this point, you all hear a bit of a commotion. You hear a bit of a commotion coming from behind the counter that's been empty since you all arrived. And after a brief moment, the doors go and slide open to the side. And you see a very elderly-looking gentleman, easily upwards of 70 years old. His hair is mostly gone. He's got this very long, white, pointy beard, sideburns coming down practically to his neck. And he sort of hobbles over and he looks over to you all and says, this is the best we could get? Oh, this is sad. Just awful. At this point, a much younger researcher, a young woman with her hair like pulled back in a very tight bun, comes rushing in and says, I'm so sorry for the professor. Have you all, you're the people for the expedition, right? To the new region?
Yes.
Yeah, that's us.
That would be correct.
You
It's
overhear
okay, he
them.
must have poor vision.
He's also bald. So he's
You see the professor, the hunched over old man, is sort of grumbling to himself, saying like something about this is a whole waste of time. Well, we're very thankful for you all coming. I'm sure you have some questions, but let's get you all into the next room to get you scanned and prepared. We've got the helicopters all waiting. We've got supplies set up for you.
Helicopters.
No.
The region is mostly inaccessible by foot, although there is an entrance, which is where you'll be going to. The helicopter will only take you out towards the entrance, but it'll be much faster. So, just to clarify, you all haven't eaten anything in the last hour, right? You've had you're all up to date on vaccinations and stuff.
Wait, it was always supposed to be a single hour? They told us that we have to fast for a whole day.
That can't be right. No. You only have to fast for like an hour, and that's only for...
See, now that feels really short to me now.
So how long will it take us to get there then?
The trip should be about... You haven't eaten in a day?
We're all very
Nah,
hungry.
dude.
I'm dying.
Let's hurry this up. I'm so sorry. It must have been a miscommunication. They were probably got you mixed up with the control group for some of the Poke-technical tests
this
over
how-
in the other wing.
Is this how science works?
You think it'll take maybe an hour to get there?
No. It'll probably take 3 to 4.
Oh, okay. And I'll shove the berry in my pocket very angrily.
She says, "Yeah, but let's get you all fed soon." But I'm so sorry. So I'm just we'll get you to the next room. And you see she motions and a bunch of attendants with like wheelchairs come out and offer them to each of you.
Oh, no, I'm all right, but thank you.
Wait, what
Well, I
did she
guess you
offer?
don't have to, but
I couldn't put you up like that.
I
did
guess
she
sure. We'll follow us then. And she will like sort of kind of awkwardly motion you all. You see the professor just sort of looks at you all and says, "Should have used real Pokemon trainers. This is nonsense. Using untrained people." She leads you down a long, sterile hallway into a room with a bunch of beeping machines with medical beds, but they're very high-tech, fancy sort of things. And she asks you all to go ahead and lay down on them. She says, "Don't worry, it's just going to do some scans. As you know, because there has been no contact between our regions recently, we have to be very careful about non-endemic diseases. So we just need to scan you and your Pokemon. Pokemon will obviously no issue. But we'll just need to scan you all, make sure you're all up good to go. You've all been preparing for it, and you all have been. You were given a set of vaccinations you were supposed to take as part of this, all paid for by the Institute." She says, "Just so we can make sure that everything's up to date. That's partially actually why We've all asked for most of you who have not interacted with lots of different regions and Pokemon to be the representatives. That's why we're not using people slightly more experienced, as the professor would say, I suppose. And so she motions you all to go ahead and lay down.
All right.
Does anyone wish to do anything besides lay down?
No.
So you all go ahead and lay down, and you hear the beeping of the things start to scan. Okay, so while we're doing this, I'm just going to make sure we all have your given roles and abilities cataloged. So we actually do have a representative from the Institute coming with you all, but she had some complications. She'll just have to join you all a little bit later. Let me just double check here. So the first one I've got looks like, do we have Clarence, right? Chronicler?
Yes, that is me.
Perfect. So you understand your role. You should be taking as much evidence you can, seeing what Pokemon are around, looking at what the culture's like, seeing if you see any fancy picture or fancy buildings, just getting us a good idea of what the region is like.
Photography is my passion.
That's excellent. That's exactly why we need you. Thank you so much for helping us out. Looks next we've got our supplies manager, supplies and food manager. That Ned?
And that would be me. Hello.
All right. So you understand you'll be making sure that everyone's well fed, all the Pokemon are up to snuff. You shouldn't have problems getting food. You know, it's not like they're archaic or anything. They just the food might be different than you're used to, right? No microwaves.
Oh no, no. I'm a master of improvised culinary. I've been known for that in my times. So I'm sure you're fine on my own.
I'm sure your companions will be very grateful for that. And we've just got the general items and acquisitions coordinator, right? We've got Nora. You're going to be in charge of the materials and supplies besides the food.
Oh, sure, I could do that. That's actually very convenient because that kind of goes along with what I've been doing in the past. So that's a nice coincidence we got there.
As she flips on her little clipboard, it says you worked with the postal service.
Oh yeah.
But yes, you'll be making sure that all your stuff is kept track of.
You bet.
Excellent. Sounds great. So this looks like we've got a communications director. You're going to be in charge of communication with the locals. Is that right? We've got a Quinn.
Yes.
So again, you'll just be the front face, so to speak. You know, talking to the locals, being an official representative. I've heard we've got some recommendations. It looks like from family who says you were a very personal up front. They're very heavy.
Papa. Gave the good word.
Certainly, it seems like you're very qualified. Don't worry, a lot of the Institute's business will be carried by your fifth member. They're just going to take a little bit long.
Are they all right? Are they just running a bit late?
No. They've just got some, they work a lot more with various research fields than most of you, I imagine. So she's had more, contact with things that could be potential damaging to the ecosystem. So we just wanted to make 100% sure everything was good.
Got
So
it.
you all know your individual jobs. You hear some beeping through the machines. Oh, excellent. It looks like you are all good to go. Your Pokemon seem to have no problems. Awesome. Although, hold on. She goes over to you, Quinn.
Yes.
I think you might have accidentally left some foreign material in your pocket.
Yes.
We'll just have to get rid of it.
Oh.
Of course, for the safety of the people of the new region. And she sort of has a hand out towards you.
I mean, I have another way of getting rid of it. And I'll just, open my mouth slowly.
We'll feed you! We'll feed you better food! 5 minutes away! If you eat something right now, you're gonna have to start this whole process again, and you'll have to wait at least an hour. Or you can give it to me, and you can eat in 5 minutes. Again, I'm very sorry someone miscommunicated and said you couldn't eat for 24 hours. That's simply unacceptable. We're very sorry.
It's not a big deal. It's all right. These things happen.
Thank you. Thank you for being so understanding.
Don't listen to him, Quinn. Do it. Do it now.
I will proceed to eat it in front of her.
You see, she just makes those... Oh... Okay, well...
Perfect.
The rest of you, go ahead to the dining hall.
Smell you later, Quinn.
See you in 2 hours.
Right thing, my guy.
Why? Why?
I like that you're doing what you think is best for you. I think that's good to watch.
I don't
been told.
understand.
I feel better. Oh, I needed that.
Well, Quinn, I'll see you in an hour. And she just like sort of head in her hands, just like massaging her temples, just walks out of the room. Does anyone follow her?
Yeah.
I'll follow.
So, because we don't want to split the party too much,
Speak for yourself.
long story short, it's not like a feast or anything, but there's like ample fast food for you all to enjoy pre-prepared. They expect this for you. Ned, you actually recognize quite a bit of it.
Of
as
course
the
I do.
Connoisseur you are.
In fact, I can spot the 3 for free from Stacy's right over there.
Yeah, exactly. You all are able to eat, and Quinn eventually rejoins you after Quinn has fasted for the hour required. And you are all fairly quickly after that led up to the helicopter. It's a helicopter. It's not like a super fancy helicopter. Honestly, the helicopter looks a little bit out of place given how fancy the institute is. But they load you all in, give you all those earphones, to make sure you don't go deaf from the helicopter.
What?
What?
But you all have microphones so that it will speak through the headphones when you talk. It's very, very fancy, honestly. And you see the woman who came with you. Or the woman who was doing your blood work is coming with you. Okay, so let's just go over... It's very important that we have all this down. You've all been already given your Pokedexes, which will keep track of information and send it back here automatically. But let's just make sure we all know exactly what we're doing here, right? So, as you all know, you are here to be our representatives, both culturally and as a research team, to the region in the Caldera area.
I don't think I knew that.
So when do we catch Pokemon?
Well, you should hopefully have an opportunity quite quickly. We are sending you over to... We are basically... Your first contact will be with the Order of Dialga. They're the ones who have managed the border controls, and they're the ones interfacing with us, actually. So they'll get you all set up. They'll let you know of anything you need to know more about the region, as obviously we haven't really had much contact with them before this. But as you go, remember the key things we're looking for. From our satellite imagery, we do know that the geography of the region is quite strange, with some very strange weather patterns. We'd love if you all could figure out the source of that. In addition, just mapping the general areas, figuring out what Pokemon live in the region is also what we're looking for. So, whenever you do something like find out all the Pokemon that live in an area, which your Pokedex should be able to tell you, or find the source of one of these strange geographic anomalies, we'll be able to send you some extra supplies. You may have noticed the Professor was not really thinking this was a worthwhile effort, so we're kind of broke. But if you can prove that you all are up to the task, I'm sure we can get you all a lot more materials.
What if we're not broke?
Well, as you know, any external resources that you had, you weren't able to bring in, only the stuff provided here. So unfortunately, any wealth you had outside of the region is likely to be fairly useless there.
So, I mean, that makes sense, right? Because they probably got some sort of different coins going on there. It's kind of like whenever you go, I hear if you go to a different region, then you gotta use one of those machines that change your coins into the other coins. I don't know, I haven't really traveled that much, but I know people who have traveled, and they've talked about that, so I assume it's something you just have to do.
What if I just bring a Nugget or something, then I can sell it for 5,000?
Well, you can't bring stuff in because it might have germs on it.
Well, I have germs on me. What does that mean?
No, because you went in you did the machine.
Yes, you've been extensively re-sanitized.
I'm gonna whisper over to Meowth.
Meowth shakes its head sadly.
Oh.
As the cooldown is not up for your... Again, if you all manage to actually prove that you're getting valuable research data, I'm sure we can get you all more supplies. Out of character, that will translate to. If you do not remember, there are milestone level ups for trainers as well as experience. Doing these things will grant you milestone level ups as well as some other rewards that you don't know about.
We're going to get achievement points and raise our gamer score.
Exactly, your gamer score. Definitely not your character level.
What is money if not real life gamer score?
Anyway, she says, so, but as you know, we would love to have as much data. Someone mentioned catching Pokemon earlier. We'd love to have as much data as possible. So obviously scanning Pokemon with your Pokedex is great. Catching them is even better. So if you catch Pokemon, we will make sure you are well supplied with Pokeballs to continue to do it. Fancier Pokeballs you'll probably have to requisition. Speaking of which, we are putting together some care packages for you all.
Ooh.
They'll be delivered by helicopter. We're allowed to fly over the region as long as we don't land in it. So we've designed some special drop pods for you all, so you all can receive materials. We will warn you so you don't get crushed. Don't worry. They've also got parachutes. They won't just squish you unless there's a major malfunction, but I'm sure that won't happen.
I don't like
But
the
for
tone
now-
that you said that in.
What do you mean?
It's very unsettling.
No. It'll be fine. They're well tested.
All
They
right,
had
then.
Wendy's
In
they
lab
had
settings.
Free for free. It's fine. We can trust them.
I don't. You mean Stacy's?
Yeah. I'm sorry. Stuff with the I don't know what it got into me. Anyway, what were we saying?
However, we will. She like rummages down below, and she reaches out, so she will hand you all 5 Pokeballs.
Wow.
Just to get you all started. These have been already sanitized. They're good to go, but we will be sending you care packages with more supplies shortly. It'll be a great test of the systems. But other than that, I think that's all. Do you all have any questions for me before we take down? Other than that, you may want to get some sleep.
Wait, aren't we in the
Again, we
helicopter?
still have another few hours. Yes.
Oh, right. Okay.
Clarence immediately knocks out.
It's kind of hard to sleep, and it's very loud.
You just hear snoring already coming from next to you.
I don't understand. You know what? That's different.
You guys got any food?
No, I didn't really bring anything with me because they told us not to, and I figured that if I did bring stuff, then they'd kick me off the camping trip, and then this whole thing would have kind of been a wash.
That's probably just a suggestion.
They seem pretty strict about it.
I don't know. Probably just a suggestion.
All right. How is?
You just
Oh
hear
no,
I
he's
will
snoring into
proceed
the
to-
microphone.
I will proceed to like pinch his nose.
I'll let him sleep. How are you? I don't want. It's so loud in here.
I'll immediately pass out as well.
Half the party is asleep in the helicopter.
Isn't it everyone but me?
Oh. You're left to contemplate what sort of vacation this is as the rest of your party sleeps. But after a few hours, you all are woken up to the pilot saying, "We are nearing the peaks. We'll be dropping you all off shortly.
Thank you, sir.
You're gonna have to walk. This is as far as I take you."
Oh, okay.
All right.
And you see the helicopter begins to land on the ground, and it slowly does. And as they open the doors, you're greeted with the first sight of this new area you'll see. It is extending far in the distance on both sides, enough that you can't quite see it. Is a large, it's almost unnatural of a mountain range. Jagged peaks all pointing inwards away from you,
Well, that's different.
forming a massive natural wall, just surrounding something. In front of you in particular, where this, it's not quite a path, but there is a sort of natural valley in the mountain range you all are, the smaller range of mountains that you all are in, leading up to 3 massive peaks. And you can see built into the central peak is a large fortress made of steel of some sort, as well as there in the valley ahead of you, there is a imposing wall blocking it out. Let me see, what's everyone's perception scores?
Not great.
Normal. Clarence, you can see off in the distance around those, you can see what looks to be some sort of a decent number of flying Pokemon. Still quite small because you're quite far away, so that you can't really make out the details circling in the area. That giant fortress appears to be your destination. Again, you all have been adventuring in, the Pokemon world. You've seen computers, the normal routes, so seeing a full-on medieval fortress in front of you is a little bit strange.
That appears to be your destination.
I don't really know where else we'd go.
This is where I'll have to leave you all, but that fortress should be your destination. You should be met there by the Order.
Will they have food?
They should be expecting that you all will need food and some basic supplies, yes. It's been organized with them.
All right. I guess we're off then.
Cool.
Yeah, let's get going.
So you all get off the helicopter, which stays on the ground where it is behind you. You walk up the long, long path towards it. Clarence, you're the first to notice, but you see some of those flying figures are approaching you.
I start looking through my camera to see if I can like zoom in and get a better look.
You can. So you'll be the first to see, but everyone else, you'll see this shortly. Approaching, you see a small flight of what look to be dragon-type Pokemon, clad in full metal armor. The one in the lead is a large Hydreigon, covered in armor, and each of them is mounted by a person in full metal armor as well.
That's cool as fuck.
Each wielding various weapons, not like brandished or out, but you can see them like on their backs. Well, you can see coming towards you, there's a metal-clad Salamence, metal-clad Dragonite, metal-clad Hydreigon, and a metal-clad Flygon, each coming towards you.
My papa used to rent out dragons all the time. It's quite fun.
And as they approach, everyone else can see this besides you, Clarence. And they quickly sort of, you see they form a circle above you, and slowly descend in a circle around each of you, or around you as a group.
Gee, I sure do love being blissfully unaware of my surroundings. What a nice day.
Wait, we do know.
You guys own a Dialga?
At this point, unless you are a supremely, I can't think of the word,
Unobservant.
not noticing, unobservant person, thank you. You can hear the loud flapping of them as they're approaching. And now that you all have a closer look, you can actually see that the dragons themselves are not quite clad in metal, but they seem to, like, the metal seems to be almost a part of them. Not like it's bolted in some freakish body horror thing, but these dragon Pokemon seem to have been imbued with some sort of steel energy.
Hi there.
You say hi there, and you see the person on the Hydreigon sort of jumps off of it in one smooth motion. And they stand in front of you again. They're totally covered in armor, so you can't see their face at first, but the figure takes off a helmet, and you see that she stands there in front of you. She's a quite tall woman, short cropped hair, and you see she just stands up there and says, "Welcome. I am Commander Ida of the Order of Dialga, and we welcome you as representatives from the Pokemon League, is it?"
Yeah, it's real great to be here.
And she
Y'all are no,
extends
not
forward a hand.
Y'all. I gotta
you.
unlearn y'all.
She extends a hand forward towards you.
Clarence rushes up and shakes her hand enthusiastically.
You see, you go and shake her hand, and she recoils. Like, what are you doing?
I just wanted to say hi.
You guys got a
Hello, and she
here?
grabs your arm by the elbow and shakes it that way,
That's different.
looking at you like you're a crazy person.
I think some of our customs maybe don't align as well as maybe you'd think. A little different there.
I think they're a little crazy.
That's not a very nice thing to say.
What is the nice thing to say?
Nothing.
You do know I am right next to you all.
Are you crazy?
Oh, you can't just say things like that.
I'm only considered crazy by my enemies. She looks at you intensely.
Okay.
It's so nice to be here on your region.
But we are not enemies, that is true. We've
Yes.
been told that you all will need supplies and are likely quite hungry, so we
That-
must show ourselves excellent hosts, shall we?
That is
Do you have any
correct.
berries?
There are many berries, but we wouldn't want to feed you all such pittances. There shall be a feast.
Oh,
Oh.
thank God. They treated us like poor people.
We
over there.
couldn't, really.
You must. You
I'm fine
wouldn't
with
refuse my hospitality, would you?
Well, I wouldn't want to
Don't
impose
listen
on
to
you.
them.
I
God,
simply
Morgan,
have to
totally mean it.
insist.
Oh, well, you know,
I
if
will-
you're offering and it's not too much of a trouble, then I suppose then I guess we can.
Yes, we want to go. Okay, there we go.
Excellent. Squires, and you see each of the other people who do not take off their helmets will come up to each of you, Nora, Quinn, and Ned, and will offer you a hand to help you step you up onto their dragons. Clarence, Commander Ida will do the same to you.
Yes.
And they will
Who's the
sort
one
of
with the
hoist
Hydreigon?
Commander Ida.
Oh, okay.
While I'm riding, I'll take a bunch of pictures of the region and the area.
Sounds great. You see as you fly, she says, well, I'm sure you don't want to think but too much information at the start. We've heard that you all are wanting to experience the region firsthand, but we are very excited for the opportunity to work with the League. It's a historic moment for our region, after all.
It's very exciting.
I wouldn't be. They treat us barbarically. Ugh. 24 hours without a meal. Would you believe it?
There was a bit of a mix-up.
I once had to go 3 days without food when evading the Inquisitors of the Order of Palkia.
How did you live?
But certainly that is no longer needed now that the Order of Dialga is in control. You see all the other knights who are flying in close formation nod and go, hmm.
You guys have a deal?
This wasn't on the flyer.
A deal?
Dialga.
Oh, Dialga is more of a presence in our lives than a physical entity.
So it's like a religion.
It is precisely a religion.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Can you tell us more about how your order works?
Certainly. We are the guardians of the region. Our Grand Master is the de facto leader of the area, although each of the individual polities have an extent of independence, of course. Things are much better now that we have successfully defeated the Order of Palkia and freed people from their tyrannous grip, of course. That's actually why we were able to open the borders after we'd managed to reassert stability. It had been quite some time since we interacted with the outside world.
Are there any other orders we should be aware of?
Or just like enemies in general?
Well, there are various different followings of the different anima forces that, empower Pokemon and magicians. None that you may particularly... You'll encounter them.
So they still have their own, real estate taken up here then? They're not, all neutralized? Even though you said you're in control?
We are the guardians of the general area. We are not kings or tyrants. This is why our main fortress, or our secondary fortress is out here on the border, your lands. But we have a central fortress, which I'm sure you would love to see, but unfortunately you would have to go through the trials if you wish to be granted access, of course.
The trials?
Yes, various tests of your mettle against the various anima spirits to prove that you are strong enough.
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Be in the Grandmaster's presence. This is a grueling ordeal, but it is quite fulfilling.
Okay, so this is getting back on the camp vibe that I was expecting.
Yes, much of our land, we've been told that your region is heavily urbanized, relatively speaking, so much of our land is, you'll have to camp out quite a bit.
I mean, it really depends where you're at. There are a lot of areas that are a lot more, spread out, but you get into Castelia, and that's a very urbanized region, I would say. Those buildings are real tall. Where I'm from, we don't have buildings that are as tall as that, but it really depends where you're from,
That's fair. I understand. We can continue our conversation in the entry hall. I'm sure many people will wish to gawk at your strange clothes.
This is what I always wear.
You see she motions at your camera when she says arcane devices. Well, but of course, we have different clothing styles. But let's get you all sit down and eating, and we can continue our conversation there. Yes, that sounds good.
Cool.
Yep.
Sounds
Fantastic. So they land and they fly you in front of a large fortress made approximately in the shape of a dragon's head. It's not precise. It still seems to be a functional fortress more than a stylized thing.
We have one of these back at home. Oh.
Oh, you must be quite wealthy to own your own fortress.
Papa owns many dragons.
You own a fortress?
With the dragon?
Don't you?
No. Well, I have an apartment. It's near the post office, so that's convenient, but there's no dragons involved.
Oh.
I don't really own it. I rent it. So I guess none of that, actually.
So you don't own everything that is in your vicinity?
I think it's really great that you say the things that you mean.
What?
That come to your mind. You don't mince your words, and I like that.
How do you not own everything? The place you live in? I've never heard of this.
But yeah, we are now going to go ahead. I can direct you all over to as you're let in, as you're having this conversation, I can direct you all over to our fantastic map. You can see the general fortress you all are in. You are led to a dining hall.
Should I have my
Oh.
Pokemon out, or
Oh,
can I have my
come
Pokemon
on.
out?
Yes, if you want to have your Pokemon, they obviously have their Pokemon out. It
Great,
does not
nice.
seem to be particularly weird. You see Nugget lets loose a happy cry as you release.
We're gonna learn about this cuisine today, David.
But all your Pokemon come out happily, looking at these very strange new surroundings. You're led into this large vaulted hall, a fur rug at your feet, and you can see there's 2 large dining tables and a large fireplace at the other end. The tables are each piled high with various fruits, breads, just like freshly cooked meat that sizzles. Ned, to you understand there's a distinct lack of spices to this food. It's like very rustic and local, but it does seem to be relatively high quality. Fresh ingredients and all that. But they don't have any secret blends. So that's definitely.
They don't got everything, but what they do have is pretty good. So gotta respect that.
You see that the commander sets her motions to her squires, and they wordlessly bow and head off to one of the side rooms. And you see the commander motions you all to sit down. Some of the trainees will be joining. Their exercises should be done soon. They will be joining us as well. But you can all go ahead and get started. It has, after all, been quite a while for you all.
Nice.
And while we eat, we can certainly answer any other questions you may have. Oh, however, as well, we do have packs for each of you. Some of the trainees should bring them to you. We have some camping supplies, as well as just, food supplies for you to take with you on your journeys. But anyway, this is our main fortress that I'm in charge of. This is the Maws of Hydreigon. So you can see the 3 peaks represents. I'm sure you can guess.
Do you rent this place?
No,
do you
we own it. It is our orders, basic operations.
See, that's familiar with me. I think I'm getting the hang of that.
Yeah, your family must be an important noble house where you're from.
You heard of the Quintonians?
Chose the wrong table.
I have not. I have not. But again, we have not had any outside contact, so perhaps not surprising.
Good, makes sense.
But yeah, some of you had some more questions about our order. I'd love to answer it. We have a quite interesting history.
Why'd y'all land on Hydreigon?
Well, we simply named the fortress after the paths between the 3 peaks are the easiest entrance.
Okay, so
through the wall of stone.
it was just more of a convenience thing then.
Yes, 3 heads, 3 peaks, 3 heads. It just seemed to make sense.
No, that
We weren't going to name it after a Dodrio, were we?
people do really like Hydreigon, especially where I'm from. They really like it there. It's neat.
It is neat. I assume.
It's I didn't think about this. I don't know how to describe neat in a way that's a synonym.
Dude, I love cinnamon.
Goes good with the nice Colombian coffee we have at home.
It's like cool. Or,
What's Colombia?
What is coffee?
We had I would describe it as the nectars of God. Oh, quite delicious.
I must wish to try some. We will have to petition your government for some of this coffee.
I will tell you now, it is not for rent. You can keep it when you buy it. Quite good.
We do not do a lot of renting here, but sounds good.
How did they dominate a region without coffee?
That's what
I
I'd
had
like to
another
know.
question, actually.
A lot of regions don't. I thought a lot of regions it wasn't very common. Like, didn't really start to show up until. I don't know. Do they have coffee in Kanto? Is that like a big thing there? I don't think it is.
They got tea.
They have tea,
What?
yeah. That's different though.
Sir, you had a question.
Yeah, so as someone who takes a lot of pictures of Pokemon, I've seen a lot of Hydreigons and other dragon types in the past, but I've never seen any that have like armor or like steel plating on them? Is that normal in this region?
That is different.
No, it is not quite normal. Those, as you know, Dialga is a perfect embodiment of both steel for protection and the dragon for offense. And we seek to merge those two in the style of our order. The most powerful of the dragons can get this blessing of the anima of steel and be made more powerful by it. In fact, this Hydreigon here is over 400 years old.
That's very
ever
old.
Since receiving the blessing. It's really more of the commander of this place than I ever could be.
That's crazy.
But it doesn't really talk, so.
Is he a good boy? Can I pet him?
To pet the
See to reach out
Hydreigon.
without you actually like.
To pet the
he
Hydreigon
talks.
of the fortress is a great honor. You may attempt to touch him. He will judge you, and if you are worthy, you may pet him. But if he views you as too weak, he will devour your arm.
Oh, surely Quinn is worthy enough. Go ahead, dude.
I'll proceed to try.
Oh no.
You can always come to our Pullme.
With as
Or,
much confidence as possible.
Go ahead and roll me a command roll, Quinn.
Oh boy.
Intense.
The
Oh,
Oh, boy.
no. Goodbye, Quinn's arm.
Quinn, you go up and you touch the Hydreigon. You see its three heads swivel and stare at you, and anger smolders in the eyes. And you have this uncomfortable feeling that you are not worthy. And then, let me just find this this move really quick.
Clarence is taking pictures of the whole thing.
So Quinn, you just feel a searing pain in your arm as one of the mouths bites down on your arm. You take 34 damage,
Oh, Lord.
which does give you an injury for massive damage. Again, this is Pokemon anime physics, so your arm's not like gone, but you're just like, oh god, that hurt. And you see that the commander is sort of trying to stifle a laugh. I see you must not be you have not fought with Pokemon very often, have you?
No.
I would recommend being cautious. You may be the representatives from your region, but you still have to prove yourselves here.
Oh.
Let's
Can I buy that?
what?
Can I buy your approval?
Hydreigon has no need for material wealth.
They explained this
Fine.
already.
Well,
We were in the helicopter.
Buy it with.
Yeah.
Do we have any ATM?
What is an ATM?
Ignore him, please.
You get money from it.
At this point, you all start to hear another set of bustling. And she has been told to ignore Quinn, so she is, for now. But you see coming in is a decent number of people filing to the room. All of them are, they're clad in, workout clothes, but, very simple leather shirts and pants. Each of them carries what looks to be a cone edge at their side as they file into the room. And you see some of them are, coming in immediately and, going towards you all with, bravado on their faces, and a bunch of them others sort of hang back and look at you all in curiosity, as well as your Pokemon. You can hear sort of murmurs like, "Who is that?
We have
What is
such
that
an
thing around
interesting
his neck?"
collection of Pokemon.
Is that? Why does that Meowth look so strange?" But some of them will come up and begin to sit down. None of them immediately talk to you.
I immediately talk to them.
Sounds good. One in particular, you see a few more come in from the back, dressed in long, flowing robes. You see they literally have wizard hats on. It's like a circle with a pointy top and it flops over to the side. And you see one comes over to you, Quinn, and says, you angered the Hydreigon, didn't you?
I simply
Did you try
wanted
to pet it too early?
Yes.
Okay. And you see she takes out a little twig and she waves it in front of you, and all of a sudden you feel this calming energy walk over to you, and you can all see, which is wild to you all. Again, you've seen like psychics in your world, but this is straight up magic is happening right now. As Quinn's arm begins to slowly knit itself back together. Quinn, you recover 1 injury and 20 hit points.
Oh, sweet. Oh, thank you.
And just now, you've
Now
received
this is
that
hospitality.
because you are our honor guests. But I will not be healing you again. Please do not waste my time anymore. And she sort of turns around and sulks off. But yeah, you're immediately starting to talk to some of the trainees near you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Nora?
Yep.
What are you saying?
Hi there, how are you doing today?
Yeah, hello. I hear you all are from the outside.
That's
beyond the wall of
correct.
stone.
Yes, we were just outside. That is true.
Yeah. Sort of bows to. Well, we are honored to be some of the first to meet you all.
It's
What do
great
you
to
guys
meet
do?
all you too. Go ahead.
I
Sparkle.
said, what do you guys do?
We are training to become knights. We seek to embrace the protective power of steel so that we may defend our lands.
That's so cool. Clarence also jumps around them and takes 30,000 photos of them. In their
One goes, "What devilry is that?"
what? This? It's a camera. You not have cameras here?
Have you captured a small electric-type Pokemon in that box?
No.
That does often happen though.
That is a thing that can happen. This is true, but this is just a device for capturing images or photos. Basically, I press this button in front of you, and I turn the camera around and show that I now have an image of this person.
One sort of like, "Oh, it's a painting that happens immediately.
Yeah,
You have the powers of a Smeargle."
I guess you could say that. Yes.
The Arcanist at the Tower of the Mind would love to see that.
The who?
I'll slowly get up and introduce myself as well.
Many of them greet you like, "Oh, pleasure to meet you, pleasure to meet you, pleasure to meet you." Oh, the Tower of the Mind is where the greatest Arcanists in all the land study their craft.
I always thought. Do you guys pronounce it differently here? Because I always thought it was pronounced Arceus.
Arcanists, one who practices the arcane.
Just out here making up shit, Nora. Okay.
Have you lived under a rock your whole life?
I mean, it's a thing in books, but
Yeah, I've owned an Arcanine as well. A few times.
some
I
people
don't
do
remember
pronounce it
Arcanine.
Arceus.
No, Arcanist. Not Arceus.
That's different.
The divine being.
Christ.
We've heard that the Pokemon League, you all can train Pokemons to heights we haven't even heard of.
Who told you that? What?
Well, we've heard tales of the Pokemon League.
Oh
and
yeah, no,
trainers.
there's some real impressive people out there.
Is it true that there are some people who can manage 6 Pokemon at once?
Yes. Well, there are people who can manage more than that. They have some people some Pokemon on standby, but according to league rules, you can only use 6 at a time. So it's kind of just like a managing your team sort of scenario.
Yeah, you can have as much as you want, pretty much. I mean, like,
Your league trainer
especially
should
got a
be
PC box.
fabulously wealthy to be able to take care of 6 Pokemon at once.
I think a lot of
You
them
guys
just have a
like-
lot of time, and they start when they're like 14. So you develop those skills early.
Oh, it is like a battling style.
I don't follow.
For us, we each, as part of the order, we various go around to one of the different monastic orders to learn one of their fighting styles before we join the order of Dialga. There are lots of orders, yes. We
It is
understand.
decidedly not like that.
Oh.
You just kind of leave your town, and then that's kind of it from what I've heard. I mean, I didn't do it myself, but I knew some people back when I was in elementary school, or I guess it was middle school after they left, that they decided to go do that. I think
Wait,
one of them died.
they allow children to fight Pokemon?
Yes.
That's
How old are
insane.
you?
That's so dangerous.
I just think people don't really think about that part of it. You just kind of, you push the things like that to the back of your mind. It's kind of one of those things that I think everyone knows is really dangerous, but if you think about it, it's not really like it's hurting anyone. Well, I guess it is, but yeah, I guess we just don't really think about it.
They sort of nod in the I'm nodding along because okay. Not necessarily in a I fully understand what's happening here sort of way.
How old are you guys?
Oh, we all most of us begin training on our 10th birthday.
So that's like the same thing.
Well, yes, but we are safe inside fortresses and we don't practice with real Pokemon until after we've passed our first trial.
Yeah, but when's that?
About 16 or so?
Wow.
That's
Stay
pretty.
inside a fortress for 6 years?
Well, takes much longer than that to master your skills.
How long does it take to finish all the trials?
How many trials are there?
No one really knows. You just sort of find them. We haven't done any. The commander would know more.
Huh.
But
So
when the
where
spirits
we're
of the
from-
anima-
It's kind of regulated, right? And there's 8. Well, you could argue that there's 9, but it's confusing. I don't really want to explain it.
we understand.
I guess you could also
Um,
argue that there's 13 of them, right? Because you got the 8, and then you got the Elite 4. So when you add those together, you got 13.
And if you're in a bad region, you have to do 16 plus 5.
Anyway, so yeah, what were you saying about the trials?
Yes,
Can we
there's
take them?
if you go out into the wilds, the spirits of the anime may bless you with a trial if you are ready.
The spirits of the
Spirits
what
of
now?
Anime?
Of the anima. You know, the
Okay.
anima.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Sorry,
Okay.
yeah,
The things
my
that give your
hearing must
Pokemon
be
their
high.
powers.
Got it. I always thought that was like genetic.
Yeah, anime is genetic.
No.
I understand why everyone was confused.
Yeah.
I completely lost my
Um,
train of thought now. Okay. All I can think about now is
Hope you get
anime.
it back
Thanks,
there.
Grant.
Each person's trial is different. You may be tasked with defeating a powerful foe or simply surviving a deadly storm or anything like that.
But then you fight like a leader at the end, right?
Well, no, you have to fight like a representative from the nearby area to prove that you're ready so that you don't go die.
So it's like a reversed version. Interesting.
I bet we could take them.
Yeah, you just got to make sure your team is strong enough and that you've got good teamwork, and usually you can get it done.
Yeah, that makes sense, I suppose.
As long as you train for, like 6 years for your first year or two between each other.
Oh goodness.
I'm not that experienced.
Most people can finish the trials by the time they're 40 or so,
Oh lord.
if they're really dedicated.
You all just have a real different way of looking at things here, I guess.
Your
Yeah.
region sounds very strange and quite dangerous.
Oh, you bet. Well, I mean, it depends where you are, though, I guess, if you think about it. Because, I mean, not a lot goes on where I'm from, so it's pretty safe. But if you get down to, like, I don't know what's a good... Well, the caves are usually pretty dangerous. But not that many super dangerous regions in Unova, I don't think. I don't know where you're from, Quinn. Maybe you got something a bit more dangerous.
Dangerous?
Yeah, in your region.
Possibly.
I don't think Quinn has ever experienced danger except for
Well, I
5 minutes ago.
Well, I think that answers that.
Papa would know better.
I've just been in the kitchen my whole life, so I don't really have any idea what's going on out here.
I've had some close calls taking up close nature shots in the past, but never anything too crazy. I've generally been pretty sheltered out in Hoenn during my younger years.
I was once
Well-
bitten by a 3-headed dragon.
Hoenn has all those,
Go into excruciating detail, please.
It was quite intense. I went up to pet it and woo-wee.
Hoenn has all that weather stuff going on, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's so hard to get a good shot when there's blistering sun or intense rain and they flip every 5 seconds.
That does seem like it would add some difficulty.
Yeah, fortunately Lotad here helps me out to get some quality shots all the time. He's a lifesaver.
What does he do?
Nugget
mean,
wiggles
Nugget.
appreciatively.
So you guys work as like a team or something then?
Yeah, he will shelter me from the rain or other weather while I take shots. I'll just put him up on my head, and he'll collect the rain and stuff. Or I'll do other stuff like that, yeah.
See, Lyra here just sets all the boxes in the post office on fire.
My biscuit usually gets me free stuff.
Lyra sort of apologetically nuzzles up into your neck.
Oh, it's all right though. You know, I made her. I made her a metal box. I got her like a metal box, and then she just crawled into the cardboard box that it came into and ignored it.
Wait, oh, you
perception
everyone
check?
roll a quick perception check for me, yeah.
Ooh, that was a good roll.
It's a very good roll.
Hey, roll again.
At least Nora, you notice. You actually notice the underneath the tables here. There's like under the carpets. There's a little bit of straw underneath, and you can notice that some of it's kind of smoldering a little bit.
Oh no!
From where Lyra just came from.
Oh.
You need to not do that. Not in somebody else's home.
Luckily, it still seems to be fairly small.
Can I
Stamp
can
it
I send
out.
my low side over to Oh no, he doesn't have a wire type move technically, right?
No, he doesn't.
Oh,
no.
Nora did not start with many moves.
Oh, biscuit, do you have anything to put out this fire? I'll
Nora's
hand over
able.
to
It's
Biscuit.
still small. Nora spotted it in time, so Nora's able to stamp it out before it becomes an issue. I don't think Biscuit has any way to put it out either, except for just whacking it. While we are not running, but either way, the commander speaks up as you've been talking about dangerous locations a little bit, which is that was something we did want to warn you all. We know you're all not. Your people said you all weren't experienced fighters, so this area is quite safe. We keep it well patrolled, but as long as you stay to the roads and routes, you should be quite safe.
What if we want to
bet.
venture off?
As long as you stay near the roads, you shouldn't find any too wild Pokemon. You'll be able to see if you ever head into the wilds. You'll find you may find more dangerous Pokemon where patrols are less
Ooh.
common if they're further away from people.
I want to go there.
I might recommend making sure you had some stronger Pokemon to defend yourselves first.
You don't believe in Biscuit?
Deep wilds, especially, the Pokemon can be quite aggressive, quite territorial. Make sure you're prepared before you head there. As long as you're not hiding, there should be people who can.
I think Biscuit could take him. Right? Nudge over to Biscuit.
You guys got any
I don't-
spare ingredients I can
Mhm.
take? that we
Me
can,
and any
use
of-
to-
Ingredients?
Yeah, for I can make some on-the-fly culinary perfections. I'm an improviser, so.
Go ahead and roll me a charm check.
Come on, Ned.
Escalators.
Fuck!
Eeyore.
Eagles.
Not
Oh.
quite high enough, Ned. Which is, unfortunately, I don't think there's much we can spare, but if you, oops, that's not what I meant to do. Everyone's gonna see Nugget again. You should all, but you should certainly be able to pick some supplies up in the nearby towns.
That's
We
fair.
have quite a few mouths to feed here, obviously, and especially after this feast. Speaking of the towns, we actually did have, if you wanted to ingratiate yourselves with some of the nearby townsfolk, we were having a small issue nearby, actually, that we were going to send some of our trainees to deal with, but as representatives from your people, we would love to see what your region has to offer and see what you all can do if
Oh,
you're interested.
For sure, we'd love to help.
This sounds like a great opportunity to take some photos.
It shouldn't be too dangerous. There's a rogue Heracross reported in the region who's been, well, it's been breaking down the doors to people's barns and making off with all the food. We'd like it to be scared off.
Not destroyed.
No, there's no need for that. It hasn't hurt anybody.
It'll never come back though.
I'm sure that wouldn't be necessary.
If you fight it, scare it off should be plenty. Again, this is something we normally assign trainees to, so it shouldn't be any issue for you all. There is also a small collection the townspeople have put together to reward anyone who participates, so we would of course allow you to claim that. The reward is posted in the nearby town of Small Creek. If you start along the route there,
Why is it called that?
there's a small creek nearby.
Whoa.
Whoa.
you should be able to maybe find some information. Maybe you can track down where it's coming from. We don't have a lot of information, and I doubt there's going to be that much. There's just been a few sightings of a Heracross breaking into people's barns and making off with food.
Yeah, we can definitely deal with that.
But anyway, certainly it is quite late. We wouldn't want to have to force you all to do that now. If you'd like to head out in the morning, it makes a lot of sense. Oh, and here's those trainees with your supplies. You see they come in, and they're like carrying some small packs. You'll all be handed one of them. You all receive basic camping supplies, a basic tent, basic sleeping bag.
Oh god. Basic camping supplies.
As well as enough food to feed, enough food for about 10 days.
Did they give us any money at all?
No.
Just food, tents, backpack?
Yeah. And basic camping supplies. And they said if you want money, if you do this job for them, they are offering you a reward. Well, the townspeople of that town.
All right, well, I guess we should head to bed then.
She says, although before you go, I'm sure you all wanted to explore the region. So if you follow the main path, you should be able to get to the larger towns. If you just head straight north, the towns, you should be able to find the towns there. Although as an alternative method, around Little Creek, actually, you'll see the route splits in two. If you head west, the High Druid had actually expressed interest in meeting you all. So perhaps that's another option where you all could head. Of course, you could all simply explore on your own as well. Those are just my personal recommendations.
Please tell me there's a map.
Yeah, do you guys have like a map or something?
We do have a map. And you see she comes over and you know those like really stylistic medieval maps?
Yes. Are there like dratinis in the ocean where it's dangerous?
Yeah, so you see that like there's a big old, it's a map, it's basically formed like a circle. And you see at the center, it shows like a large fortress. At the bottom, it shows like 3 peaks and a fortress. See that there's like one big town over like up and to the left, one big town up and to the right, and the roads like follow it, but it doesn't really they don't really seem to be remotely to scale. Off to the left, there's like a big ocean within the circle, and there's a bunch of little dragons shown there saying to anyone with any historical knowledge, which actually I don't know if there's any of you. I think that's your missing character.
Oh no.
It just looks kind of spooky.
That
to you,
general?
the dragon. Yeah, general knowledge.
Yeah. No. I don't even know why I asked. I only know how ghosts work.
Heading to the towns will probably be slightly easier, but it's a little bit more dangerous to head through the High Druid's territory, but I'm certain that they'd have quite a lot to show you. We can't escort you there as the High Druid does maintain some sovereignty, so it's not our direct domain. Besides, you all can take care of yourselves.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah.
Would you like us to show you to your rooms, and then you can mingle amongst the fortress as much as you'd like? If you have any other questions, my office will be in the upper floor of the snout of the Hydreigon. So just head up on either of the staircases on the right or the left.
Sounds great, yeah. I didn't even know we got our own rooms. I figured we'd have to share.
Oh, they're temporary. Oh, you do have to share. There's...
no.
Please don't put me with Quinn.
You just have to split up into pairs. There's 2 beds per room.
Yeah, Clarence, wanna
Yeah, let's do
Alright,
that.
cool. Where
I
is
think it's
it?
us then.
They'll lead you to rooms. We can unlock
So,
one of them, but these rooms are
Tell me
not.
more about this rent.
Is this a jail?
No.
Sleep on the ground. This is wonderful.
There are beds in there, and like it's very Spartan in those rooms, but it's not completely bare like I've shown it here. Is there anything y'all would like to do before?
Let me see these other rooms. Did you just forget to?
You head to sleep? I think I forgot to put walls.
Okay.
I did. There's just no walls in between them.
We can see into your room. Cool.
Wait,
Hey, guys. There's like a door, it's like one of those hotel,
it doesn't let me.
those double hotel rooms with a door between them.
Is there anything y'all want to do before heading to sleep?
I was just gonna bother Nora about rent
What do you?
as
I don't.
much as possible.
What are you confused about?
What is it
So
exactly?
if you don't, how do you not know what rent is? No, don't answer that. So if you don't own your own place, I got Irish. If you don't own your own place, then you'll rent it from somebody else. So you'll pay them a fee every month, and then they'll let you stay there.
Why would you pay them to?
Because otherwise you sleep on the streets.
I would never.
Hey, Clarence, isn't it so nice we're not with those two other nutcases? This is great.
This is great. Wow. Let's
Yeah. Well, you don't really have a choice because that's just kind of how the economy works.
But you could just buy it.
If you don't have money, though, then you can't buy it.
What's that like?
You know, it's very late,
Is it?
and we have to it's at least 8 p.m., and we have to get up early tomorrow. So it's probably for the best that we go to bed.
I don't know. I'd really like to hear about this rent.
Oh, I don't think I can explain it again.
Like, do you rent your Pokemon?
No. You could. People do that.
Oh, that's weird.
It's called a rental team.
I'll just buy them.
Right, but if you don't have money, I don't think I think this is the part where we have a disconnect. Is that if you don't have money, then you can't buy things.
How do you not have money?
Well, there's a whole, we can really go into that if you want to. Oh boy. So, and I imagine that just goes on. I can't go on a rant about socioeconomic disparities in Unova.
But you do you discuss them in detail.
Very attentively listen.
Ned and I just make SpongeBob references until we fall asleep.
What's SpongeBob?
Yes, it's the life.
So now's a decent
Chuckle
time
Bob.
for me to explain. We've got everyone having taken our nice rest. You've all had not necessarily a comfortable night's sleep. You know, you're used to fancy beds and you're on, military style cots in this giant fortress. And I'm sure many of you are either very nervous or very excited about what's to come in the next few days as you are officially venturing out into this new region for the first time. You're all woken up by the large sounds of a dragon's roar in the morning at 6 a.m. sharp. And you hear the various people around you start to groggily get up about their day.
Talk about alarm clocks.
At the start of the day for them.
5 more minutes.
5 more minutes.
And more alarms.
I'm like up. This is when I normally get up.
Is Quinn awake?
All right, let's go then.
Oh.
So you are met again by the commander. She double checks in. So you all have everything you need again. It's been great having you. We'd love if you report. We have a chapter house just outside. If you head north, you can come to the Great Crater. On the island is the center, is the Grandmaster's castle. Again, obviously, as we mentioned, you can't go there unless you pass the trials. We do have a small chapter house outside where you all can definitely stay and say we sent you, and anything else you need, maybe we can get you supplies if you need it then. But we are glad to have you.
Thanks so much for having us.
Once again, you've been fantastic guests.
Oh, you've been fantastic hosts. We couldn't thank you enough.
And we do appreciate you helping to solve our small issue. Again, shouldn't be too much for you all to handle, but we appreciate it nonetheless.
We'd love to help. It's really, really no bother.
Stop being such a kiss up, my god.
If you do get into any trouble, most of the large towns should have healers available. If you come back here, we can get you all sorted out. Any of you with decent intuition, which is at least Ned.
Yeah, not me.
She will do what she's saying she does, but she would not be happy if you all showed up beaten up and needing a lot of healing right away. She would definitely, when she says that, there's sort of a hidden look of derision if that were to be the case. Other than that, they will allow you to do whatever you need to do.
All right, I think we're good. I think we can get going.
I think we're all set to go. We'll just be going now then.
Let's go, Nugget.
Some of the trainees you talked to yesterday wave at you. Their hone edges give you all a little bit of a salute floating up in the air.
They can have a hone edge.
It was nice meeting you all.
Take care, all of you.
What?
We will. Good luck
Peace.
with your what are they doing again? I don't know. They're like, I think they're Arcanists. Oh.
You mean
Didn't
Arceus?
they not know what that meant? And then they sort of, they're all chatting. You definitely get the sense that they are going to be talked about in this fortress for a good amount of time, that's for sure.
Famous.
Amongst the trainees. You all head out onto the outside the fortress. Again, the fortress is built on the mountain, but fairly quickly it slopes down into this natural valley formed within this giant ring of stones. It's very steep on your end, but it fairly immediately levels out after that.
When we're out of earshot of anyone, I'm gonna turn to whoever's closest to me and be like, we really felt like they were trying to get us out of there as fast as they could. It's very rude.
I'm fine with it. I mean, with the way you were talking, we were going to be there for another 30 minutes, so I'd say it was better than what could have happened.
If they kicked us out after 30 minutes, that'd be rude as well.
Oh my god.
You have some very strange manners from where you're from.
What do you mean? Like, it's if somebody has to leave, it's nice to at least offer to let them stay, because a lot of the time they just feel like they need to get out of your face, because they're feeling a little self-conscious about it. You're around for too long. The least you can do is offer them to stay longer.
Alright, so where are we going?
So
it just rubs me the wrong way a bit.
So you wanted them to rent for you longer?
You have to move on from this.
I can't get over this concept.
I don't understand that you've never encountered this in, anything. Just, it never came up.
It's ridiculous to not own where you live.
There's a very strong argument for that. And we can have that conversation, but I don't think you're going to like it.
I mean, okay. We got time while we're on the road. What do you guys think? You want to hear about this rent?
I'm too busy taking pictures of everything.
I have the aftertaste of last night's meal still in my mouth. I'm still savoring that, so I'm busy.
Sounds like you have time to hear about rent.
No, I don't.
I sense that you're lying to me. Do I roll for not persuasion?
The region in front of you, again, you can see this large wall of stone, almost again like gigantic mountains forming almost spikes inwards, forming a sort of semi-circular thing as far as you can see on both sides of you. Encloses fairly quickly what looks to be a sort of much more fertile area. This area you're in doesn't seem to be covered in farms or farming villages or anything, but just rolling hills with sparse trees and grass going off into the distance in this valley that you've come out of. Leads forward. You can fairly easily see from here, off in the distance, glitters a river winding across, and when you think you can see the spray of a waterfall off to the left.
There's gotta be a loop behind it.
Beyond that river, you can very off in the distance, you can see just a massive wall of trees off to the left. Whereas to the right, the mountain range continues a little bit into the area. And heading straight north is a stone road with sort of little half-ruined walls along it, sort of just delimiting where it is. It's maintained, certainly, but it's not it doesn't look like it's super heavily used.
What did they say this village was again?
They just said if you follow the path north.
We'll go down the north path.
Cool.
You guys want to stray off the path?
I don't think that's a good idea.
I mean, we could find something cool out there, I bet. Like a Arceus.
I think we should finish the job first, and then we can explore and wander around.
Yeah, we did say we would do that, so...
True. Okay.
So yeah, you all decide to follow the path north. As you do again, this area is fairly plain and featureless, actually. You can't see very many Pokemon. It doesn't seem to be very heavily populated. It's a little bit dry and just not... You don't see villages and towns that you might expect from an area like this normally. Occasionally you hear the chirps of bird Pokemon off in some of the trees. Maybe occasional rustling of grasses, but you don't see anything in particular from the path. It seems that when they said that most of the Pokemon stay away from the roads, It's correct. You guess that they might patrol them to make sure the Pokemon don't harass travelers. As long as you stay out of the long grass at the sides, you should be fine after all. But with a little bit more traveling, I want everyone just to go ahead and roll me some perception checks as you're walking along the Starling Road.
Always get like
Yeah.
6.
Oh no.
So Clarence, again, you are taking pictures of everything, I imagine, you're going around. And as you're taking a picture at some point, you zoom in on one location, you can actually see off to the side, there looks to be some sort of, like in a little, after you've traveled for a little bit of distance, you can see, it looks like there's some sort of, because of the hills, you can't see the whole thing, but you can see just the very top of what looks to be some sort of cart or wagon. But the wagon looks to be pretty broken, and it's actually moving.
Is
Not
it
like along the road, it's like off to the side, and it's like shaking back and forth. There's something's like pushing it.
Okay, I tell everyone else about it.
Oh.
What is that device they're riding in?
That's
Wow.
It
Rent.
doesn't look like a car.
It's Rent.
That's Rent? What? I immediately run up to them.
So you just begin running, Quinn?
Yes.
You said it's like kind of far away, right?
You're a good distance away.
I start chasing Quinn.
No.
How about the rest of you?
Yeah.
I'm just like slowly walking up with like my hand on my face, like, oh my god.
Okay, so you're falling a little bit behind. But you all sprint forward, reaching towards this thing, and you find yourselves, as the path goes, you're in a sort of little divot between a couple hills at this point. As you come up carts, you can see that it is like a ruined cart. It's been left behind at some point. It looks like this used to be a campsite. But what you can see is, digging through the cart, as well as some of the crates and barrels and sacks, you can see that there is a Heracross putting its horn underneath parts of the cart and prying the wood off, letting some of its contents spill to the ground, which is various like grains and fruits and vegetables. And you can see that there is a deerling going over and chomping on the bounty that the Heracross has.
I think we
stuff
found what
up
we're
there.
supposed to be doing.
Clarence, you rolled pretty high in your perception too. You actually can see that there's it looks like they've also taken some of those stuff over to a small hole
Mhm.
over here where there's another set of deerling.
Is so for my chronicler ability stuff, is there a
Mhm.
range for it? Like taking photos of things or taking records?
You can probably do it at a pretty high range. Let me just double check on that.
Okay.
But I think as long as you can see it, you should be able to do it.
Can I do that now?
Oh, it's a swift action interrupt. So yeah, you can just immediately spend one action point and go ahead and take a record. What are you taking a record of?
Heracross.
Heracross. So yeah, you have a record of the Heracross. Quinn, you're in the lead. So what's your
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
what are you planning to do now that you see this Heracross and these deerlings?
I'm ignoring the Heracross and I'm just interested in the wagon.
So you're just running towards the wagon.
Yep. Just ignoring literally all the surroundings, just very obliviously running up to the wagon. I don't care what's around it.
All right.
I'm interested.
They definitely notice you and are like, what's that? The Heracross sort of moves in front of you. It's not like moving towards you, but it is like eyeing you all warily and staring a little bit, wondering what you all are gonna do. Because you all have stopped, so it's not immediately defensive.
Did you have a
What's the plan?
plan, or were you just running up to give it a hug?
I mean, I could run up and like kick it or something. I'm supposed to scare it off, right?
That would not be a great idea. I would think.
I don't think that'll
Uh,
work. I'm
I'll
pretty-
have my Pokemon kick it then.
That'll probably work better. No,
Yeah,
That
no.
would work better, but
That
I
would
know
Go
work.
get a
that's what all these dealings
biscuit.
do.
I'll point.
It'll work bad
Immediately try to
regardless.
take action. Yeah, I want Biscuit to attack.
Oh my god.
So you're just commanding Biscuit to attack.
Yep.
In that case, we're gonna start combat time.
Right.
Yeah, that'd be the time if I had music, I'd play. That's terrible. Good enough. Well, we got a lot of slow Pokemon on this side.
Nah.
Yep.
I will say though, because Quinn just had Biscuit go first, and nothing was aggressive first, I'm gonna say Biscuit can go ahead and take a free turn right now.
All right. Well, let's see. So it would have to run up all the way. Do I have enough distance?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just have it go up in front of him. And then, where's my map stuff?
So your biscuit calmly runs up.
I'll just have him scratch.
Give it the claw.
That here, I think. Boom.
So 12 to hit. You run up to the Heracross and scratch it. It lets out a startled Heracross cry and flinches backwards. And then you see it looks angry and it is beginning to counterattack, which is when we start initiative. So, Quinn, you can go as your trainer now. What does your trainer like to do? Anything?
All right. Let's see. I gotta read through my stuff again. I will use Baby Doll Eyes.
So, Baby Doll Eyes. Baby Doll Eyes range is 4. So you'll just need to get a little bit closer.
All right. Like right here, I think.
Yep.
All right, sweet.
So go ahead and roll an accuracy check. So how you do that, just roll a d20. 4 on AC 2. So unless it has at least 3 speed evasions, which it does not, so that hits. So it does lose a attack combat stage as Quinn just looks adorable at this Heracross and makes it less wanting to attack.
So it's kind of like I'm staring at the wagon because like I'm admiring it, but it like Heracross is in the way.
Yes.
Basically.
Clarence, what would you like?
I'm gonna do the exact same thing. I'm gonna baby dollize it.
Oh no! This poor Heracross attack. That also hits. The Heracross is now at -2 attack combat stages, which again, reminder, combat stages are less impactful in this than in the standard Pokemon games, but the Heracross's damage has definitely been reduced. Nora, anything you would like to do?
I'm gonna agility train my Litwick as an
Cool.
order. So it
Perfect.
goes
You
up 4 in the initiative, which accomplishes nothing. I mean, we can move one further.
but it is styling, you know.
It's fast.
And Ned, anything you would like to do?
I want to focus train my Cleffa.
Perfect. That'll give it a +1 bonus to its accuracy rolls and +2 bonus to its skill checks. Sounds great. Now we get to the Pokemon's turn. So, the Deerling are up.
There's a lot of deerling.
The Deerling
Dear
are...
God.
Nice.
So,
All 3 of those Deerling use Growl.
oh,
That's dangerous.
So, they rolled 7, 5, and 17 to hit on your AC 2. Your speed evasions are 2, so those all do hit you. So
Oh,
your
no.
Meowth loses 3 attack combat stages.
Ooh.
These other 2 that can't are going to use the move Camouflage, and they become Grass type, which I think changes nothing.
Grass. Well, they're not.
They lose their
no,
normal
this
typing.
is great.
Those 2 lose their normal typing.
It's your
This
time to
is
shine,
so
Nora.
much better.
Biscuit, you have been growled.
Gets in some trouble there.
So, let's see, for attack stages, just hit -3 here, right? I think.
Yeah, -3 times. You got it right.
Okay.
And now it will automatically do everything it needs to do. So what are you gonna do next with your Meow?
Oh, Biscuit's turn. Okay.
Biscuit's pretty fast.
I will proceed to growl the Heracross to get him even lower.
Sounds good. I think you Growl's actually a burst, so it will hit everything adjacent to you.
Sweet.
So for those, you just roll 1 accuracy check, and it will apply to all of the things you're targeting. It's the Heracross's turn.
Uh-oh.
And it is now angry at you.
Use superpower, lower it again.
It does not. I did not give this first encounter Heracross superpower. But it is going to use Horn Attack on your Meowth. As it pulls back and just whacks it with its horn, dealing 25 damage. So remember, you reduce that by your defense before taking it. just 1-to-1.
Wait, so subtract 4 from the...
Yep, and should be rounded down. So it's 25 damage.
I'll fix that someday.
Someday. But it is Lyra's turn.
All right. How far can I move? It's not very. So I'm gonna get as
6 even.
I move 6. So 1. Oh, I'm holding by myself. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can I do a range attack through someone?
Yes, you can. It will just give a +2. It'll just give you a 2 penalty basically to hit.
So I was here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm 4 away from the Heracross.
Yep.
I will use an Ember.
Oh no. Roll to hit with your Ember.
Oh, I gotta sync its moves.
That is a hit. And it does 50% extra damage, I believe.
Yeah, it is 50% in this system.
So reduce it by special defense, and then +50 is 19. You can see that Ember significantly hurt the Heracross, who scuttles unhappily. It appears to be pretty decently wounded. Nugget. What's Nugget gonna do?
Nugget.
Nugget's such a good low-tad name.
I'm glad you like it. I was originally gonna go with the Shinx, right? And I was gonna name that Nugget, but this is way better. Hold on, let me look at what my moves do.
Should have named. If you got a Shinx, should have named it Disappointment.
I'm gonna go. Actually, wait. What's the range on?
Bad. You should probably have carried it with you.
Yeah. I can't. I can literally only attack things like right next to me. Cool.
Yeah, so I'll say we're just getting started, so you can have carried it with you, no problem.
Oh, okay.
So you can just direct it from where you're at.
Sure. Then I will put it here, and I will astonish this deerling right in front of it.
Aren't deerlings normal type?
Oh, that's it. Far.
You should do one of the 2 on the right. Oh no. Okay, you missed.
No.
Yes, you did miss. Oh god. Man, Lotad don't start with moves.
No, poor Lotad.
This deerling doesn't even seem to notice. Your Lotad is much more used to being a hat, so instead of attacking, he's like, wait, attack? Not hat?
Hat
And he sort
tack.
of flops onto the ground. Like, what is this? Devet.
How many spaces do I get?
Which is also
Move,
3.
3? Move up to 3 spaces then.
They can also sprint, which takes up their action, but they get to move double.
I also thought Quinn was gonna be the fan favorite, but it's definitely gonna be Nugget.
True.
Well, I mean, if I'm not going to be able to take an action anyway from where I'm going to be, I'll just sprint 6 spaces.
Cool.
So, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh,
You could probably
also
charm.
encore one.
Does it have range?
Charm is range 6.
And Encore is range
6.
4.
That's pretty good.
So if I go 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah, I barely don't reach the Heracross.
You can hit it from 6
I'll
away.
Charm.
Yeah.
That's 7.
No, it's 7 away.
Oh, that's all your movement? Oh.
Yeah. So I'll just, I'll charm the deerling to the right of, Biscuit.
Okay. Charm it, go ahead and roll to hit.
Shit, hold on.
Cleffa looks adorable. And let's see if the deerling is... It is. It's very charmed. That deerling's attack is significantly lowered. At this point, too, you see that a set of Caterpie come and they attempt to defend their friends.
Oh my god, there's so many. Alright, Caterpie's all moving in union. Quite good.
They shoot out little sticky threads and, in unison, launch themselves from the trees towards you all.
This is a real
I'm not
horde
sure
battle.
No.
I'm not sure they're close enough to hit anything. Let us see. So they cannot. So they can also just walk their normal overland, which is bad. Oh no, they're actually kind of fast. What the heck?
Jeez.
Wait, are the Caterpies faster than our party?
The Caterpie have 5 overland.
Why are they
Oh
so
my
fast?
God. They're little bugs.
The bugs are zooming.
I mean, I have 1 overland, so
You should have picked the Caterpie. Jeez.
you're guaranteed to have higher overland than me.
But that is all the rounds for the Pokemon. So we go back to the top of Quinn. Round 2.
All right. Let's see.
Oh, you also do see the after the Ember. I forgot to mention the Heracross chomps down on a berry it was holding.
Right. How far do I need to be to Lear?
Lear, I believe, is range 2,
Range 2?
and it is a cone, so we'll hit like it'll hit like the 3 spaces in front of you, like
So like right here.
that would hit the Deerling and the Heracross, or the other Deerling and the Heracross, and it's got the friendly tag, which means it does not affect friendly Pokemon.
Sounds good. I'll Lear then.
So you're just staring down the Heracross and one of the Deerling.
Yep.
Which Deerling would you like to do? The one on the right, one on the left?
The one on the right.
Okay, go ahead and roll accuracy on both. Your accuracy check. And meanwhile, since that doesn't do damage, Clarence, what are you doing? So they both lose the defense combat stage.
Hold on 1 second. I wanted to do something, but I don't know what it does yet. Hold on.
Gotcha.
Because I wanted to place a travel archive here,
Okay.
but I have to choose between Keen Eye and Perception. I don't know what that means.
So
I don't know if
Keen Eye they're both abilities.
Okay, I see Keen Eye. Oh, I'm reading it right now. So Keen Eye accuracy cannot be lowered, and there's no penalties for it. And then what's
Perception is when an ally uses a move that would affect your space, you may shift out of the AoE basically.
Okay, I'll do that and choose Perception.
Cool.
Let me write that down too. Heracross is still, he got the berry, so he's gonna be reasonably healthed up still. I am going to. What can I do? Let me look. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do an inspired training on my low tab.
Cool. Sounds great. Nora.
So I'm gonna try to do a manipulate maneuver.
Okay.
On the hair or the Deerling in the middle. I'm going to try to enrage it. So hold on. So okay. So I make a difficulty AC 2, range 6. Status roll.
Yep.
It maybe hits.
Yeah, it hits everything.
Okay. And so it's on this Deerling next to Nugget. Then I roll my
Okay.
Guile. That was a horrible roll. Against its Guile or Focus.
It's almost certainly going to be its focus. Yep, it's going to be its focus, because they actually have that. You did it. You
it is
have-
enraged and cannot spend AP for 1 full round. It is not going to save check.
All right, go. Moving back quickly through the trainers, we've got Ned. Ned, what you gonna do?
I want to like cook something, but I don't have anything to cook with. So.
Yeah, I think cooking is mostly out of combat that you can then.
It's not
Yeah.
that rare that you like don't have trainer actions. It's pretty common, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, all I can really do here is just move up. How many spaces do I have?
You can move. Probably 4 is the average. No, but you've got 5.
Now I'll just move up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right up here.
And you can give your Clef of the focus training again.
Oh, again? Okay. I'll do
They
that.
only last 1 round when you give.
Oh. Okay.
Training is in
So
order.
it'll be better for this round. Because I'm in range of the Deerling this time with Cleffa.
Yep. Speaking of which, it's the Deerling's turn. Let me just read Rage really quick. It must use.
It's like taunt.
Yep. Okay. You see the Deerling all turn to focus on Lyra, as it shot fire.
Uh-oh.
And the Deerling are going to use as a swift action the move Odor Sleuth.
Wow.
So only these two can really get to
They
you.
can swift action Odor Sleuth?
Uh-huh.
It's OP.
Biscuit actually gets an attack of opportunity against one of them.
Yeah. Go Biscuit.
Sorry, what'd you get? 14, so that is going to be a hit. So what is... sorry, I have to find the exact damage of struggle attacks based on your combat. Damage race of 4, physical, normal type. So you're dark type, right? Not normal type?
Yep.
Cool. So go ahead and roll me 1d8 plus 6 and add your Pokemon's attack stat. You could actually just roll Scratch. They're the same damage.
Alright.
Cool. That Deerling takes the damage. But then these Deerling are going to go ahead and attempt to tackle Lyra.
No.
Bop bop.
No.
Seems quite hard.
As
So,
Lyra is knocked. Actually, only one of those can hit. So the second one doesn't hit because the other one can't get you. 'Cause you got
Aha.
pushed apart.
haha.
So you take 22. Remember, when your Pokemon go below certain thresholds, they need to take injuries. Does everyone remember how that works? So they need to be reminded.
Don't injure my precious baby.
It is Biscuit's turn.
Alright. I'll go ahead and scratch the Heracross then.
All right, go ahead and get it. Just trying to take it down.
Yep.
Does Scratch have increased critical hit? No.
I don't think so.
The Heracross is looking quite low, but it is still standing, and it is angry that
That's
this
my boy.
Meowth keeps attacking it. Can it horn attack again, or is that EOT? It is at will, so it's gonna horn attack you now.
Ooh.
No, it kind of wants to get you off of it. It's a dumb wild Pokemon. It doesn't know the basics of strategy. It's gonna tackle you.
Ooh.
Biscuit is knocked into Nugget, and they both topple to the ground, prone.
So with me being 0, what happens?
Exactly 0?
No.
Because remember, you should don't forget to reduce it by your defense. They fall collapsing into a
No.
There we go.
little heap, but they're still fine. It just probably not fun for them.
I'm in Torrent.
It's called Last Chance, actually.
Play some really loud, obnoxious music for the rest of your battle, please. I expect you to do it yourself.
Da-da, 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 da-da.
But if
And the
you rolled
red
it, it
person
should
makes
make you
it
go
real quick.
faster, so you know. Positives. Anyway, it's Lyra's turn.
So I don't have the bonus anymore, do I?
It's Nugget's turn.
Yeah, I'm at 5 again.
It's Nugget's turn? Oh no.
But you do now know these Deerling are immune to Astonish because they are normal type.
It was a bit worrying that one of our party Pokemon's almost dead, and one of them is a low 10 that can't do damage.
Just a little bit. I mean,
A little
maybe we shouldn't
concerning.
just battle with no regard for anything, but you know. I'm gonna move here and I'm gonna growl.
There it is.
Cool. Can do. Go ahead and roll the hit. And then since that doesn't faint anything, Lyra, it is your turn.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna roll it again. I already forgot.
All right. Lyra's gonna hover over Clarence,
Okay.
Ember the Heracross
Spooky.
again.
Go ahead and roll the hit.
Come on.
As you let loose the Ember, you see the Heracross tries to, like, brace itself, and the Ember hits it straight in the face, and it tanks it, but then it sort of, its eyes begin to swirl and cross, and it collapses to the ground. I need every trainer to roll me a quick intuition roll for me.
Intuition.
So is this related to the Heracross? Because I do get a +2, right?
I'd say yes.
Okay.
It's a little bit of a stretch, but close enough.
Do I just roll it normally and then add?
Yeah,
it
just add 2.
Yep, you add 2 at the end.
That's
So
great.
Ned and Clarence, you both notice as the Heracross falls, all the other Pokemon start to look a little bit nervous, as if they're no longer convinced about what they're doing right now. But it is Devette's turn.
Is this Heracross like a mafia bot, like doing collections? What?
No, I think he's the protector because he was like getting food for the deerling, right?
Oh, you're right.
Or whatever was in the wagon.
Are we the baddies?
Which is something to note, because you have fainted exactly one enemy Pokemon at this point.
Does that level me up to level 6 so I can have a real attack?
You get like experience at the end.
Unfortunately, you get experience at the end of a battle.
Oh, dude.
Epic. Davette's gonna walk up to this deerling with her exactly 3 tile movement and then smack it with a pound attack.
Give it the smack.
Epic.
That hits. 22 damage.
22, nice.
You just smack that deerling, and it looks pretty seriously wounded. It doesn't look happy. Now we got a bunch of Caterpie.
Oh no. There's so
Joy.
many of them.
How
Check
many?
Lyra at all costs.
We have 0 AoE moves. Wait, no, I have
Caterpie are
smog.
coming.
I have smog.
The Caterpie is going to tackle Nugget.
No. Bless you, Nugget. Save me. Oh no, Nugget.
18 damage, and Nugget is smacked backwards by this tiny bug. I
Tackle,
like how accurate.
tackle pushing in this system makes early, like, low level Pokemon battles just, like, pinball.
And then I guess it's really only these two that can hit anything. These two Caterpie, or I guess one of those tackled. Another one is going to use String Shot on Biscuit, Lyra, and
No,
Claire.
don't do it.
if any of you have lower than 1 speed evasion, so if your speed is less than 5, your speed combat stages are lowered by 1, otherwise you're all able to dodge it. That should be 2, actually. That should be updated for the new system, but...
Oh! Misses.
Because your speed evasion is exactly 1.
Exactly 1, baby! Let's go.
So, Quinn, what are you gonna do?
So it's my turn, right?
Yep.
So I am going to go ahead and throw a lovely kiss at Caterpie nearest me.
Interesting.
Okay.
You blow the Caterpie a kiss. It's very lovely. So go ahead and roll to hit.
Nice.
That is... The Caterpie seems unfazed by your charms. It is stoic.
Not so lovely
Yeah, the
now.
Caterpie does not want your kisses. It is not about that. Clarence.
Jeez. Let me take a record of a deerling too.
Okay. It's a swift action. Spend another action point. Okay, I'm moving Lyra off. That's for now.
How
So,
dare you?
Fine. I'm moving there. That's where Lyra
Okay,
gets
that's
to move now.
acceptable. Oh no, hold on. On a shoulder. Oh, I messed up. There we go.
There you go. Yeah, okay. I like
See,
it.
that's
I've
cute.
used action points, right? So far.
Your hair's getting slightly burnt.
Yeah, it's
Well,
That's
so Lyra's kind of floating above you.
Yeah, we're fine. We're fine.
yeah, you're fine. The fire
I would
goes
not
down.
put Lyra on my head like my Lotad, so.
We could stack so
Um,
many Pokemon. if you play our cards right.
I'm gonna move backwards.
That deerling will get an attack opportunity on you if you do. You can take a disengage action though,
I'll do that.
and then you get to move.
No, you're supposed to tank for Lyra.
No. I'll just move here, and I'll do.
Oh no!
So can I still-
Oh no!
So doing that disengage would use up your trainer action.
Okay. Then yeah.
But you
I'm
can
good.
still use swift action to take the archive.
Yeah, I got that. Cool.
Nora.
Oh, I don't have anything I can do. I don't think. I'm gonna do the same thing I did last turn, I guess. But I'm gonna do it
Make it
on
mad?
what?
Make it man.
No. I guess that was literally just making it mad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't even know what does that look like when I do it. I'm just like, I probably should. What would insult a Heracross?
Well, they're deerling.
Oh yeah, I insulted a deerling, so it'd be like, nice horns you got there. Oh wait,
Too far.
I didn't really mean it. Yeah, I guess I'll.
You could try to intimidate them to make them run away if you think they will.
Oh, bold of you to assume
You
I can
can go-
intimidate.
Kick one.
My intimidate is 1 Grant.
You could charm them to say you're not a threat. You know,
Nah,
you
I'm
got
just gonna
options.
make one angry.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna do it on Caterpie, because I think the Caterpie is gonna have a bug move, and that won't be very effective. The Caterpie closest to me. Oh no. I got an 8.
You all also can throw Pokeballs, remember, too.
Yeah, we can do that.
The Caterpie's mad.
I have to act. It actually
You
has
want
to
your blood?
roll against my Guile.
Oh, right, it rolls against your Guile. What's Caterpie's Guile?
It could also roll
Are-
Focus.
Oh, it can roll Focus. It can't beat that.
My Guile's
They're
quite
pretty good at
good.
it, though.
My Guile's quite good. They're pretty good too, actually. You're right.
The Caterpie wants your blood. Ned, what you doing?
I hear we. You know, it's just an opinion, honestly, but I think Weedle's honestly better.
Ooh.
Scathing. Okay. I'm gonna focus
No
train.
offense.
I'm gonna focus train again because that's what I will do, and it's the only thing I can do that is important. I'm gonna
Seeing
do that
red.
again.
This deerling is that way. This deerling is going to disengage and run this way. They seem to have lost the stomach to fight now that their leader is down.
Oh, I like that
this
you made it
one, though.
red.
Is still mad and continues to try to attack Lyra using its another Odor Sleuth.
Oh, darn it. That one's not red. How do I know it's enraged? It's not enraged
Sorry.
anymore. It ended last turn.
No, it's a DC 15 check that it failed.
No, it's only 1 turn when I do this.
Oh, okay. It's still gonna attack Lyra.
Oh, you jerk. Yeah,
It
it
has
lasts
fire
specifically
moves.
1 round. Ah.
Lyra is thrown towards you and takes.
Not quite half.
But when you go below half, take injury.
Ow. Ow.
This deerling just got smacked by the Cleffa, so it's going to counter attack the Cleffa.
That's right. What you be running now?
20
Ouch.
physical normal damage.
Wait, you
This
get
one
back?
is going for Quinn.
Ooh.
That's fair.
Oh, shit.
It misses.
Oh.
It
Punt
just
it,
sort of
punt it.
stumbles over itself. And you actually see after it does that, it is so embarrassed / oh god, this is actually a bad idea. It begins to attempt to run away.
Attack of opportunity.
Yes, Quinn, if you
Oh,
want
yeah,
to punch
sure.
it as it runs, you may.
I would love to
Punch
it.
that deer. Punch
Go ahead
that
and roll.
deer.
Roll, what's your combat one?
Yep. Let's just do that.
You go ahead. That's a miss.
Which one of the tackles hit Cleffa?
This one's.
So what, like in the order? Like there's 3, right? The top or the middle? Or the bottom?
the bottom one.
I nearly got a
Or
max.
no, sorry, the middle one, the one that's
Middle
20
one.
damage.
Okay, 20. So then do I subtract my defense?
Then you subtract your defense and reduce your hit points by that.
Okay, so 15.
And now it is Biscuit's turn.
I'm mesmerized by Clappy's
Or... All right. Just have him scratch the deerling near me.
All right. Get it.
What the?
Is that the angry one?
That was the angry one.
I like that one.
That one looks very badly wounded. Been attacked twice at this point. The Caterpie's initiative is wrong for some reason. It's Lyra's turn, or it's Nugget's turn.
Wait, Grant, could I have burned it this time? Because it tackled me.
Yes, you
Thank
can.
you. I'm dumb. I keep forgetting I have flame body.
I'm going to astonish this deerling right here.
Oh, come on, Nugget, get the kill.
This one was one of the ones that was. No.
Damn it! No!
Poor Nugget. Nugget also only rolled a 1 and a 2 on its.
Nugget, no!
So hard.
No! Oh,
Poor
man.
Nugget's going for it though. It's Lyra's turn.
Lyra's gonna.
Please.
I mean, Quinn's just gonna punch that deerling. Or it'll take out from burn, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'm embering the Caterpie.
The angry one.
Yeah, the angry one.
Oh my god.
Aha!
That Caterpie just goes down. It just makes a pitiful bug sound and... Oh, sorry, this one's burned. This one's unconscious immediately.
I mean, I don't want to, like...
I didn't quite realize I made every single enemy in this fight weak to fire.
Yeah, you did. I mean, I don't want to, like, be rude when, now, but I feel like a Weedle would have survived that.
The other Caterpie are coming.
No.
Although they're actually not doing exactly.
Why are they all coming? Aren't they afraid? I thought they're supposed to be afraid. Oh, no.
You haven't intimidated them.
I can't. I'm not intimidating. I'm only Guile.
So, string shots coming in. The first one is on
Oh, dear.
Lyra and Clarence. Oops, I've got to select.
No.
So Lyra and Clarence lose a speed combat stage.
Wait a minute. I think there's something I can do here.
Oh.
No.
This one's also on Lyra and Clarence. This one is on Devetz and Biscuit. All 3 of those Pokemon there.
So I lose
2.
2 speed combat stages?
This one's also on all 3 of those Pokemon.
Joke's on you, I lose 1 speed.
And remember, you keep track of how many times you've been string shot, because if you go to -6, you will be stuck, which you're trapped in webs.
You said it was just Clarence and not Nugget?
The first 2 were Clarence. The next 3 were all on, or the last 2, the 2 7s were on Nugget.
So wait,
Because
2 and 2?
Triangle. Yep. And Quinn, this one's on you. Quinn, you lose 1 speed conversation. Anyway, it is Devet's turn.
Alright, well, she's gonna finish what she started. Walk up to this stupid deer idiot. Pound its face. GG's.
Does this look like the face of mercy to you?
That deerling is still up, but it is looking heavily wounded.
God. Come on. Catch it. Just catch it. Catch it. It's yours now.
Oh, wait, we do have the Pokeball, don't we?
Speaking
Yeah.
of which, it's Quinn's turn.
I want to throw a Pokeball at the Heracross.
It's fainted.
The Heracross is unconscious. You cannot.
So I can't catch it? Okay. Damn.
You should be intimidating. Hear things. You're a scary guy.
I put more in Charm and Guile.
I'm also a guile trainer.
Yeah, I lowered my intimidate, but I get a +2.
I also lowered my intimidate.
We have made mistakes.
Okay, what about me is intimidating?
The accent.
Wow. I don't know if I'm offended or if, like, an entire state should be offended.
Probably the latter, yeah.
Am I offended for them?
Another cat did faint. Hold on.
Yeah, I did faint a Caterpie. I made it so
Dude.
mad, and then I...
Those Caterpie. Oh my god, none of the Caterpie are running. They're in it.
No!
I will leer the Caterpie closest to me. Well, the left one.
It's a cone, so it will hit the
It's a
deer.
cone.
as well.
Okay. Sweet.
It does not hit your allies, so yeah, don't worry about that. Go ahead and roll to hit. And then, just because, again, that's not going to faint anything, let's get Clarence going. They both lose the defense combat stage. Got it.
I want to try to scare off these Caterpie near me.
Okay.
Oh, but
Go ahead.
first I want to archive them.
Okay. Can do. Go ahead and roll and intimidate.
I get +2. Okay.
Nope. Nope. You're just like, two.
3. That's a solid number. Yeah.
Oh, you have a +2. Oh, you do have a +2 bonus. Okay, you have a +2 bonus. Let me see if they don't run. It is possible for them to fail to run.
I hope that you intimidate them
Not likely.
just by being like, oh, nope. Being like, go away, you! Get out of here!
Little goblins.
Nora.
That's a great question, Grant. Oh, see, I feel like I should recall Lyra, but I also feel like that we don't have any damage. That's bad.
Yeah, like Lyra, like I think.
But if Lyra has 9 health, so if Lyra faints, I don't have any potions.
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Don't-
We're really in it, huh?
Yeah. If we can't like scare them away, we gotta like run, right?
Well, we did stop the Heracross, so our work
Yeah,
here
we-
is done.
Presumably, everything else will just kind of scatter and run away now.
Yeah.
Eventually.
So, I think I recall Lyra.
Okay. Get you.
Guys, I think we should probably get going.
I agree.
But like, I almost got the experience from this.
We can beat them all.
Please.
All right, well, you could stay if you want, but I got places to be, I think.
Like where?
Like, not
We're
here.
all going to the same place.
One. I provoke an attack of opportunity.
Clarence and Quinn can't really run away till next turn anyway, so you could probably.
Ah.
Yeah.
3, 4, 5.
Goodbye.
Right, we move 5 overland? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why did that roll as Nugget?
Because I accidentally had Nugget selected. Ned, what you gonna do?
Nice roll, Nugget.
Focus train.
Wait, actually,
focus train.
that-
Focus train. Focus train.
Thank you for
Focus.
selecting Nugget, because Nugget can't roll above a 2.
It's true. This deerling. Is it smart or is it dumb? It is dumb. It's gonna growl.
Yes.
And then it faints.
Oh,
What?
Oh.
To the burn.
Oh, that.
I'm guilty.
I guess I should have rolled it before I
It
finished
growls
but
so hard it passes out.
Biscuit and Nugget both lose another attack combo stage. It's Biscuit's turn. Biscuit, the 1 hit point here. How has it not gotten hit
I
yet?
don't know. I'm gonna scratch the Caterpie near me.
Go ahead. That's a hit. The Caterpie looks to be hurt.
Dude.
Nugget.
Nugget? Oh boy. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, I think that's the right play. Nugget can recall itself.
Yes,
Oh, it can? Okay.
Pokemon can use a standard action to recall itself to a Pokeball.
Okay. So what do I do with it? Do I just?
I have to delete it. So you have Nugget recall himself?
Yes.
I was just, oh, man, I want a Nugget to land an attack.
No.
Gun.
One day, Nugget will carry the day and it will be glorious. It's the Caterpie's turn. Let's see if any of them... Wow, none of them tackle this turn. Okay. So,
Lucky. Yeah.
Clarence, you're hitting 3 string shots at you?
Don't get stuck.
One misses! One misses!
Oh, okay. -4. We're good. We're good.
Get out of there!
Biscuit gets 2 string shots at him. And Quinn gets 1.
Pretty sure
That's all the Caterpie. Devet.
Okay, finally. Finally kill this dude. Take this.
Hiya!
You slap the deerling once more with a backhanded tiny hand to the face, and its eyes go cross and it collapses to the ground. Defeated.
Heavyweight champ to vet.
1v1 by a Cleffa.
Cleft.
Oh.
Devet just by repeatedly slapping it back and forth.
It's like Jigglypuff.
Quinn's turn.
So, if I catch a Pokemon, can I send it off to like Oak if I wanted to or something?
Yes. The Institute has a thing you can send them the Pokemon to study.
They turn them into candy.
No. No.
I'm gonna catch the Caterpie to the left of me.
Okay. That is the one you scratched, yes.
Looks pretty good.
And you're trying to roll above its capture rate, which is that. It is reduced because it's a taken damage. But yeah, so you throw the Pokeball and it shakes once, shakes twice, and dung, you have captured yourself a Caterpie.
Sweet.
It is a level 3 Caterpie.
Don't wanna. You're acting like, oh, it's only a level 3 Caterpie. We could have died. That could have been it for us.
One more string shot. Who knows what could have happened?
Clarence, you're like covered in spiderweb. It's not pleasant.
You're a nature photographer, though. That's just par for the course.
How hard can I run away right now?
Oh, well, your speed's reduced by 1 because of all the string shots.
Okay. So what's my normal speed?
5.
Yeah, so you can move 4. Plus, you could sprint to get to double that, basically. Or you could take a disengage action to avoid the attack's opportunity.
Because can they get a string shot on me when I do that?
No, attack's opportunity, they just attack you with a struggle attack.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just sprint to him.
Alright, they're all gonna try to whack you.
It's fine.
With
Bring
a
it
tiny
on.
little tackle. This is not actually tackle, but... those are all AC 4. So, what's your speed? 10? The first 2 hit you. The second one, the third one misses.
Okay. One math.
So 40 minus your defense times 2. No, 30. Put it right the first time.
30 minus my defense times 2?
Because you took 2 attacks.
Holy shit.
They're
Holy
Caterpie. They're not that scary.
I have 3 HP left.
Wait, you took damage before?
No, wait. You said times 2.
30 minus your defense twice. Like,
Double your defense.
Yes.
not
Yeah,
damage.
yeah.
That explains a lot. That
there's-
explains a lot.
All right.
No, those Caterpie did not destroy you.
It's super effective.
Right. Okay, so that's 18. 18. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that's correct. Okay.
All
And then I move
Nora,
10 spaces.
Your speed's reduced by 1, so you can move 8 spaces. Nora.
I'm just gonna keep running. Yeah.
Please,
I mean,
Are you
I don't
gonna
know.
sprint?
Ugh, I don't want to just like leave.
What are you
I'm
gonna
like,
do?
what if I need to help them? But I feel like they're okay. Biscuit's got 1 health.
It's been living for so long now.
The vet has had its first taste of murder and will never be the same.
Devet has tasted blood.
I'm gonna move to here.
Okay. Ned, what you doing?
As much as I want to focus train. To go get that deerling up there. Oh my god. I want to do it so bad.
And thus began a lifelong mission to like make Deerling extinct.
Is that dealing up there at full HP?
Yes.
I think it might be time to hightail it out of here.
That Deerling is trying to run, by the way. It's now just the
he's
Caterpie.
trying to run. Okay. But is it gonna? If I go and engage with it, is it gonna keep running, or is it gonna stay?
You don't know that. I'd say you could make a Pokemon education roll to try to guess. But it would be a decently hard check.
Nah, I'll probably just withdraw and back up. Withdraw the enemy.
Quinn remains the last.
Oh god.
Have fun, bro.
Well, the Deerling are just running, so it is Biscuit's turn.
Scratch.
Half the battle's just running away from him right now.
Recall.
When
No, I'll recall. I'll actually recall.
Okay, Biscuit lives today.
Oh, thank goodness.
And what are you gonna? I guess that's Biscuit's turn.
Uh-huh.
All right. So
for someone who's been doing an insane amount of Pokemon map on every stream, you sure giving that up today, huh?
I was a torrent.
All right. 3 of the Caterpie have had enough, as they just saw one of their friends disappear into a ball, and they're very confused and don't like this. Caterpie are so fast, but the other ones. How smart are they this
shit.
turn? Oh, they're tackling.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Oh, we're not gonna have to go back and help.
Maybe
Quinn,
48
are we?
damage.
When you get whacked
God.
for 12 damage, and then the other one whacks you for 14 damage.
I'm
And you're
down.
just getting ping
I'm
pong.
down.
You subtract
Oh,
your
God
defense
damn
twice.
it.
Yeah, do just subtract your defense from each hit.
Okay, wait. So how much?
The first one was 12,
Uh-huh.
and then the second one was 14.
Yeah, I'm down.
What? How squishy are you?
Well, 12 and 14, and then I reduced the defense. Okay.
Yeah. At most, you should be taking 18 damage.
No, I'm down.
Oh my
I'm
god.
actually down.
He took a bunch of damage from the Hydreigon before,
I'm at -1.
Oh, you
so
dumb.
make sure to take another injury.
God.
Wait,
Oh, we have to go
HP.
back from, aren't we?
Hold on.
Wait.
Just want to make sure my HP is. This is 15 on here, right? That's or is it 57?
No, it's 50. You should be at 46.
Oh, okay. Then
Hold
let
up.
me-
I
Okay,
don't
well-
think you're down. You did get
Okay.
healed.
Okay.
12 plus 14 minus 10. It's 16. Okay, so I'm fine. This is minus 30.
No, yeah, I forgot you did get healed pretty well by the
Yeah.
healer before. Definitely shouldn't be down. But it is Quinn's turn. those two Caterpie are out of blood.
Can I send out the Caterpie?
You could.
I will send out the Caterpie
Oh, God, okay.
to attack its brethren.
You-
So you send out the Caterpie.
Is that a free action at all?
No, it's either a standard or a shift action.
how to immediately lose loyalty?
Is it the Caterpie's turn at all, or what?
Okay, I'm gonna roll really quickly right here
Mm-hmm.
for the Caterpie's stomach to fight one of their brethren. The Caterpie do not want any of this, and they flee in the face of their friendly Caterpie. One of them looks almost like it would stay, but it's like seeing a Caterpie be burnt, disappear into a magic ball, and then come out to fight it. It's freaked out. It's leaving.
And that was not dead. It's just sleeping.
Yeah.
So at this point, the combat is functionally over. Clarence needs to spend some time getting themselves untangled from all the sticky webs. Each of you receive 12 experience.
Oh my
to
God, we're
give
rich.
to your Pokemon.
Yes.
Da-da-da-dun.
Also, each of you receive 1 trainer experience point. I need Clarence, Ned, and Nora to go ahead and roll me perception checks. Quinn is too far away, as he got tossed by a bunch of
fire
Caterpie.
spin him 1 level away.
Yo,
Wow,
Clarence.
Clarence is so good at this. Clarence is so good at this. Oh, whoa, that was a good roll too. I'm perception. Wow.
Clarence and Nora, you both hear from one of the trees a voice saying softly, 3 of you are cowards. And then Clarence, you're the only one that can hear this because your perception is very high. But you hear the vague sound of metal on leather, like the sound of a blade being unsheathed.
Ooh.
And I think that's where we're gonna end for the day.
Well, that's alarming.
Of course.
All
I'm
right.
sure it's nothing.
I mean, like.
We're just gonna just. Well, I guess Quinn's fine, but the rest of us are gonna get gutted like a. I don't have an idiom.
Gonna get sliced.
And sliced.